And there has been
that's an
interest.
exciting idea, and that does work in other communities, and maybe it could work here, and that's definitely something.
It's not an exciting idea.
And that's exactly what we mean. I mean, we'd like to hear from everyone. Some people love the co-op idea. Some people are saying, I wouldn't participate in a co-op if it, you know.
Yeah.
So that's, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm a founding member of that co-op, including a coordinator, which were the managers. I was at every meeting. I ran the store for 10 years. I was the buyer for the store. A co-op is completely different than a grocery store. And any consideration really of a co-op is really taken away from what this community needs, is a grocery store.
Well,
Why?
why do you
say that?
understand that? What's different about it, and why is it not what the community needs?
It seems to work
Well,
really
of all the
well
reasons that you
across
say,
the
we
country.
don't have the co-op because it couldn't function.
Why not?
I'm not here to defend the co-op, I'm just saying,
No, we're
when
not
you
asking
say,
to- we're not asking
We're
to
just
defend
trying to
it.
understand.
right, I'm saying here are these people that the thing of co-op is a great idea. It is a good idea, but it's for people to organize, not for a substitute for something, something that's for the whole community. It is for the community, but it's a distraction from getting a real.
There's been actually a good bit of interest, I think, in discussion about a co-op.
Yeah, it seems that a lot of community members might be interested in having that be an option. So I guess we have.
Well, it was around for 20 years.
Well, that's long term.
That's a long time. That's great.
Well, it didn't.
Hey, that'd be great, right?
Okay,
Put it in a
20 years
store,
for
it was
a
around
grocery
for
store,
20
that's not
years.
bad.
It was a store that wasn't as big as this room. It couldn't feed this community.
Well, co-ops come in all different shapes and sizes.
Right.
I mean,
There's
it's
a lot of
possible
models,
that we
right?
have the Freshway down in the valley has been open for a long time, 4,000 square feet.
Well, somebody helped me out here, but I was under the impression that there was somebody that was supposed to start a grocery store here.
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. Is
And we
we're
decide, and
looking for-
like you say, you do have some people that will say, well, what about this, what about that? That's nice, but everything is a distraction from what, if everybody was here the last meeting, and like you say, for 10 years, they want a grocery store.
Okay.
And all these little other things are good ideas. There's nothing wrong with talking about them, but the grocery store is
An element of a co-op, I believe, is, giving up of your own time.
it's a nonprofit.
It's nonprofit, and I mean, it's not like you're just going to the grocery store and shopping. You actually have to contribute. You have to donate your time, and so
Sure,
and-
there's
and-
a vested interest in your own person.
absolutely, and your own money. So is that something that everybody in here has the time to do these?
Yeah,
things?
there's a growing limit to it as well, because if it gets big, someone has to run it.
Comment.
Let's make sure we hear from everybody. I think this gentleman over here is holding his hand up. Hold on.
I wasn't at the last meeting, unfortunately, because I didn't know about it. My name is John Wolf. I am an attorney myself, and I live here in the area. I think there's a sense of betrayal part of the people here now.
Absolutely.
We had a grocery store. Now, I don't know how profitable it was. I hear that maybe the residents didn't want to continue the store. They had an opportunity, but we had a grocery store. We stopped on the way home from work and picked up things we need. And sometimes we could scale shopping. And we were driving west to the Akron or some other place. And I think the people want a grocery store now. I talked to Adele Broad, there she is, over there, from the city. And we were talking, she told me to identify myself, and I have. So I think maybe we could have some kind of a public-private cooperation. If the city would put up some money to build a building, possibly some of us would be willing to invest some money in a store and find an operator to take it over. The rent cannot be too high. And the rents are asking out here, I think, pretty high. And grocery stores are difficult and low margin, I understand. And I had an idea, maybe we could have a grocery store with a second floor with a restaurant on it, where you can have the luncheon like they have out at the mustard seed, only on a low scale. And I don't mean necessarily organic food either, I just mean meat and potatoes. And maybe a bakery. Also, perhaps we could have something like the West Side Market in Cleveland, where you could have like a butcher shop, a butcher, a baker, and maybe some produce and combine that way. But I think we've got to get a building built first, and then find somebody to take it over. And perhaps we're going to have to put on, we're going to have to put up our own money too, instead of just talk, and do something. Thank you.
Some of us have been getting together trying to figure out, because as far as I see it, there's a few options. One, keep that building, which I'm new to all this, so I don't know what the deal is with that building, if people even want to use that, or if that's just kind of like a placeholder right now. But so if people do want to use that building, then obviously, well, like it's been going on for the past 6 years, we need to find a grocer who will rent that space, but as far as we've all seen, I don't think that's feasible. So that would take us to plan B, which would be keep that building and find some sort of operation that could function in there. Or plan C would be demolish that and start from scratch, but I don't know. I don't think you guys would. It's not probably in your interest to do that. So if we were to stay with keeping that structure, I mean, there are plenty of feasible options with a co-op, and it's not like you have to be a member to buy things at a co-op. We would take American dollars. I mean, it's a story, right? I mean, and so, and the thing about that location is that it's just so central. You know, that's like, right now it's like, that's where the square ends, that spot. And if you could make that like the West Side Market, and that would be beneficial to you guys because you don't have to build these new big structures. You could build like pull-down gates and roofs, which is probably, I imagine, exponentially cheaper than everything else, like drywall. So, I mean, if you could have sort of like a structure there, you could still have parking, and it's been proposed to even do like Conger as diagonal parking if there's not enough. And I mean, there's just so much that could be done with that space, and it would seem ridiculous to tear down that building and build something from scratch, because I don't think, I mean, maybe it is cheaper, I don't know.
Just to clarify, just so the building that's there is not the place for the grocery, that's not the building that the grocery store.
So it'd be that whole corner lot?
It'd be a 6,400 or so square feet building where there's a vacant area there.
But so
it's great, yeah.
So, and I guess before we can progress with any, and you know, I know that a lot of people don't want a co-op, but if a co-op could operate as a small market, I don't see why it would be opposed. It would still be a small market. It would still carry all the things that a small market would. And you don't have to put in your time. We understand that people don't want to come put in time, and they can't do that. So come and buy what you need, and we'll take your money instead. I mean, you know, and I don't think that Albrecht's, I don't know where you guys really stand behind the scenes. But as long as you guys are getting a rent check, I imagine everyone's happy. And so that's where some of these like HUD grants that I've heard about might come in, or like, I know the city's trying to lower its carbon footprint, so if the mayor could come, cut ribbons, and smile, and I think everybody would be happy. And it seems like there's a lot of like money for green building right now, so if we could go that approach, that would be less money that you guys would have to put in. But we need to know like how much are you going to work with us? Like, because rent right now, I don't know what it is, but it seems like it's unfeasible for us to be in that space if rent isn't like subsidized somehow. So we need to know like where exactly Albrecht would be willing to help co-op, and then we can progress and we can apply for grants and we can do all that. And the people that don't want to be involved, then don't just come buy groceries when they're there. But we need to know like where you guys really stand before we can progress with the co-op idea.
Yeah, and I think those are, I mean, that's exactly, if a co-op's going to work, it's going to be from something like that. And those discussions about rent and all that, there's a lot of flexibility, there's a lot of discussion to be had. But first, the mission has always been to find someone to operate the store. So if there's a co-op that can step into that role and then have those discussions and see if it's